And thanks for the recognition, Okami. I've already written it down on my little pink notepad. I'll look into it once I get the chance.
You have so many things to check out.
Yeah, I know I don't have the time, so it's a little bit stressful sometimes. Like, okay, I want to check all these things out, but I have like other stuff in my life to do as well.
Indeed.
So
Alright, here's our other blue-haired dwarf. The female
yeah,
blue-haired
she's
dwarf.
copying you. Welcome back. What can I do for you?
Well, first I have this broken drone, so let's give her this, see what she can do with it.
Like,
I acquired this drone. Can you get it up and running again?
just give me a sec. Come on, there. Okay, Warren, like, I don't mind us, stopping like 30 minutes earlier than we usually do if you need to rest your voice, because
I'm
I
fine.
don't want
I'm fine.
coughing. Okay, I don't want you coughing your lungs out on stream.
It's not going to happen yet.
Okay. And she says, yeah, probably. Might take a bit of doing, though. I love working on these old corp drones. Corp drones. Old corp. I can't see it.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
corp.
corp. It is corp. Okay. Corp drones. Can't make you any guarantees, but either way, it's on the house.
I'll leave it leave it in your hands.
I'm the only one who had a bit of problem reading the score. What time is it anyway? Oh, okay, it's like almost
11:30.
yeah, we're closing in on midnight.
Indeed. And at midnight, I think it's a good option to
Yeah,
shut
I've got
down
an
the stream.
sleep as well. She glances back at you. Well, let's say up because you're the same height. Yeah. Go on then. I'm listening.
Well, I might be a little bit higher than her.
No, you're the same height.
You can't give me anything, can you?
No, I can't. No, I can't.
I'm looking for something that can play back a DVD RW.
And yes, Okam, that would be nice. I'll just send you my Skype information over Twitter if you don't already have it. But yeah, that would be very sweet of you. Thank you.
Everyone's giving you all sorts of things.
Yes, I don't. That's the thing. I love being the one giving people presents and doing nice things for other people. But at the moment people start doing it for me, I'm like, oh, I do not deserve this. Like, please don't give me anything. You're making me uncomfortable. So I have to learn to become more comfortable with other people also being nice to me. So I know. I'm a bit weird. I have issues. Leave me alone.
You don't say.
Yeah, let's just get back to the game, shall we? But yes, Okami, it's very sweet of you. Like, if you don't have my Skype information again, I'll send it to you. Really? That's old tech. Very old, in fact. Just a moment, I'll go look. She turns to rummage through a bin of obsolete components at the back of her stall. Seriously, where did I put this? No, what's that doing here? No. What the fuck is this? No. Just... Oh, that's where I left my dildo. Okay, just bring it back in there.
I was just waiting until the dildo came up.
I was trying to pace it out a little bit. Here we are. Varren, little dwarf, yes. The dwarf wrestles a mid-sized flat-screen display out of the bin. This display is old enough hookups. No, it's always. It says hookups. To connect to a DVD player. RCA, vintage. You know.
Yes.
I know I'm not in cram. I just had a lot of coffee.
The little hop made it perfect.
I'm sorry you couldn't see it on the Twitch stream. Yeah, that's Varren. He has special rights on the Skype. Okay, I'll do that, Kami. Oh well. The play itself, though. This, I do not have. Sorry. You may wish to try your luck down at the junkyard. There's a scavenger there, a primitive man with a crude disposition. If anyone here in the Coits Bazaar can help you find your DVD player, he can. But he'll almost certainly attempt to overcharge you for it. Just saying. Don't worry, Okami, I'll probably send you my information sometime tomorrow when I got a bit of sleep. Because when we're done here, I'm going to be pretty fucking knackered. Just...
the rigors of streaming.
Yeah. I have to say, like, the very first voice I had to do tonight, that just took everything out of me. I don't... Oh my god, I don't know why. You have to cut out a lot of my coughing, I think, after doing that. Just blew my vocal cords for some reason. She takes a deep breath and smiles up at you. But you are not here for gossip. Shall we conclude our business? I give you the display for, say, 200 new yen?
Paul Amsel set the charger to his account.
He fucking never pays off his account. Grumble, 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 grumble.
It's like the dude who always go in the bar, put it on my tab.
Yeah. And then I'm just waiting for the moon who's going, you don't have a tab! Very well. I'll have it packaged up and delivered to Herr Amsel straight away. Best of luck finding a DVD reader. I wish you well.
Alright then.
I know, Comet. Yeah, you apparently have to get ready for work as well, I reckon.
Well, he has a night job.
Yeah.
Alright. Where is the junkyard? Here's the junkyard.
It can't be that hard to overlook, I would say. So.
I have a fly in the house.
The first stream we did, I got like a moth flying in.
Indeed. I've been encountering many moths over the last few days. I don't know if it's a sign.
You know, Papa Palpatine? Oh, You have a fly? I have a spider crawling off my wall.
Fuck.
Fortunately, it's a small spider, so I'll let it live for now. But yeah, Papa Palpatine from Slot Pit, he was also like, he sent me a picture, and he was like, I went to my window, and I saw this, he sent me a picture, and it's just like moths, just like trying, like all around the window, and just trying to like break in, it looked like. I was like, did you send them? She's like, yeah, maybe.
Well, like I said, it's just over the past few days, every time it's just, I either have a moth here in my room, or when I arrive at home again, suddenly a moth is there.
Yeah, some would say that it's me who is doing something, and others would say it's the season. There are more moths during the summer.
Could be. Or it might be a sign for something.
Yes. And Okami has 4 hours till work, so yay! 4 hours to enjoy your freedom.
Woohoo! A stout old man looks up from whatever old tech he's tinkering with to squint at you through thick, old-fashioned glasses. He pushes them up with an old stained finger as he straightens up to nod at you. He speaks with a gruff but well-meaning tone, heavily accented with German tonality.
You can do it, Varren. You can do it.
Alright. Guten Tag. What can I do for you?
That's amazing. Applause! Also, I love his name, Scrotty, because when we have like junk from a junkyard, especially when it's like scrap metal in Denmark, we call it Scrot. So it kind of fits.
The scrap metal for us in Dutch is schroot.
Ah. All linked, the Germanic languages.
Indeed. Well, we all descend from the same people.
Yeah, it's true. Indeed. It's also why it's so easy for us to learn English and German, stuff like that.
Indeed. Alright. Malie tells me you're the man to speak about DVDs. That little screw sent you my way, huh? Scrotty's smile broadens. Will wonders never cease?
I just imagine there's someone in the background going, "What the fuck's a DVD?"
Well, introductions are in order, I suppose. Scrotty Bunchman at your service. The old man raises a grimy hand in salute. Need something salvaged? Some old components, Wielicht? I'm indeed your man. Wonderful. How about that DVD player? Well, let's see. I think I got something that'll work for you. Scrotty rummages through the junk heaped on the table behind him.
Do we need an HDMI cable? HDMI cable?
An HDMI cable? I don't think so.
Fucking hell.
A few seconds later, typo, he snatches a battered plastic lozenge shape from the pile.
You didn't even notice? You froze again.
What?
Yeah, you froze on my end.
Oh dear. I was too enwrapped in the story.
That's okay.
And he and here we go, an old Korean player that I dug up at last week. 2010 model, a real beauty. Scrotty's smile broadens and he gives you a conspiratorial wink. I fixed her up and got her running, but without any disc to read, I've mostly been using her as a paperweight.
I just asked before you froze, like, if we were going to need an HDMI cable.
Yeah, I said you no, we're not gonna need it.
But that's when you froze, like, before I even got to...
Oh.
So.
Okay then. Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Still looking at the spider?
Yeah. It's very small. You know, it's very small, so I don't mind it. Besides, I try to keep at least like one small spider or medium-sized spider in the house when in summer, because they tend to catch all the flies that might happen to fly into the house when you have doors and windows and everything open for the breeze. So yeah, I did have a spider at one point. I was like, I'm going to find the vacuum cleaner. I'm going to kill you now because I don't want you in the house. Come back like 5 minutes later to take care of business, and it has caught like a giant fly, and I'm like, you get to live another day. Like, you earned your keep.
Indeed. It's
So
like
yeah, I try to keep at least one in the house.
so it's like a little bit in The Princess Bride, like, enjoy your day, I'll probably kill you next time.
Exactly. A movie that you told me I have to watch at some point.
Indeed, you have to watch it.
Yes.
It is so damn good. And even if I have to come all the way to Denmark, I will show you that goddamn movie then.
Yeah. Oh, we also have to remember, like, you, me, and Dutch at the Netherlands at one point for that.
Indeed.
Yeah, con. So yeah, at least we'll go and meet up at that time. That's going to be fun. It's like, oh my god, I can finally get to meet you guys in person.
You can finally tackle hug me.
Yes, and I can tackle hug Dutch as well and say thank you for sending me a T-shirt.
And then I can give you the skull as well.
Yay, that would be awesome. I have to get you guys some presents as well. I don't know what it should be though.
You can think of something probably.
I could whip you guys into submission. That would be a good present, don't you think? A very skeptical look on your face.
Yes.
No, I'll see if I can find you guys something nice.
Alright. Sounds like what I'm looking for. How much do you want for it?
I have to remember to put a bit of pressure on him because he will overcharge.
Yeah, indeed. Scrotty glances back at the DVD player, a rueful expression on his face. Well, I admit, I'm a little loath on the part with there are plenty of folks out there who'd really appreciate an older player such as this, and I don't know what your intentions are for it. I suppose, given the time and trouble I took putting her back together, I'd be willing to part with her for, oh, say, Scotty's eyes dart over your gear, a calculated expression on his face. About 500 million?
I wouldn't go over 300.
Indeed. Maybe I should show my strength off a bit.
Get yourself some more karma.
I've got a better idea. How about you give me that DVD player and we call it even?
Oh.
I got it gratis. Yay! Scrotty's eyes narrow and you can see a scowl boiling up from under his mustache. Alright, fine, I see how it is. He slowly the DVD player from the table, typo, and thrusts it into your chest. Take it if you must, but I won't forget what you've done here today, and you shouldn't either. You should leave.
He's going to fuck us over at some point.
Indeed. Pleasure doing business with you.
And the teeny tiny spider is making a teeny tiny web.
Hey.
I don't have regular pets, so I have to settle for the spiders. Better than settling for the flies.
Indeed. Oh, I saw a hare today in our fields.
Ooh. Are they rare? We have a hare where I live.
We don't see them too often, but this one allowed me to get fairly close. And then it
I
went
think
away.
we have one that lived down by the train tracks, so every once in a while you can see running up and down like the bike path and the street and everything. It's quite cute.
Yeah, he was just hiding in the high grasses of the grazing fields of the horses.
Yeah, like the horses are, fight or flight animals like itself, so probably feels quite safe around them.
Okay.
Did you cough up your lungs yet?
Okay.
You're alive.
Yes. I think after this conversation we'll stop the stream.
Yeah, I say so too. Like, at one point you're going to end up with like your lungs in your hands and it's just like, ugh, sorry, cough them up.
Indeed. It seems that Amsel has assembled the team in your absence. They stand in a group around the old display that you had Mali deliver. On their faces you can see excitement and apprehension, curiosity and dread.
I've never seen a DVD before. I don't even know what it is. I'm excited. We all are, Iga, but could you please stop playing with yourself? You've been doing it all fucking night. Put it back into your pants. God, woman.
Varren, have you procured a DVD reader? Hand Amsel the DVD player. I have. It's right here. Good. It should only take me a moment. Amsel disappears behind the ancient display. After a few minutes of fiddling with its battered inputs, he reappears, a satisfied look on his face. Everything appears to be functional. The disc should be ready to play. Well, don't keep us in suspense. Start the damn thing already.
Yay, we want to see what's on it.
And now it's a glory part.
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind. Sorry. Keep your lungs inside your body.
I'm not going to go full City of Living Dead on you.
Aww. Varren went to the trouble of fetching everything, so I'd say we let him do the honors. What do you guys say? You better agree, because I've got the gun.
And the razors.
Exactly.
Amsel steps back, clearing a path for you to access the antique machine.
Okay, did he actually listen to Glory for once, or did he make up the same?
I think he listened.
Progress!
Okami, what's the matter? Saying Jesus, dude?
Yeah, that's a little bit... Did we scare you with something?
I don't know.
I don't know, like, everything we've been talking about tonight, I can't imagine that this was the one thing that would freak him out. We've been discussing porn and everything else. Yeah.
I'm not dying yet, Okami.
Just coughing his lungs up
Indeed.
and handing them to me as an offering. So that's all that's happening.
Exactly. A soft whirring sound fills the air as the ancient DVD player spins the disc up to speed. The scratched LCD display comes to life, and a menu fills the screen.
Oh, it even has a menu.
That's one of the special features. I always find that bullshit when you get a DVD and like special features, interactive menu. Well, no shit.
It's just like, oh, that's kind of one of the things that's just on there. That's not special. So I think like a special feature on this one will be like the video of Monica and Iger going at it.
Jesus. Let's play track
Okay.
1.
Yes.
The screen goes black, and a cheerful digital chiming sound spills out of the display speakers. A crackle of static fills the air, coupled with a shrill electronic whine. After a few moments, the display goes live, and a disheveled-looking man appears on the screen. His eyes glitter with excitement. The timestamp on the screen is 2034-09-15.
And Okami agrees with you. That's not a special feature. Grumble,
Indeed.
grumble, grumble.
You're very good at the grumble sound.
You know, it's kind of like when you see like the South Park episodes every time, you know.
Rabble,
like,
rabble, rabble.
Yeah, they're like rabble, 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 rabble. I'm just going to grumble, grumble, grumble.
Indeed.
This one. You know what? I say after we watch the first video, we stop because you really need to rest your voice.
We'll get through it.
I don't want to kill you.
The show must go on.
I'm gonna accidentally kill you at some point. I don't want to do that.
Not yet. Not yet. Or Adrian Vauclair. We've not met.
That's some blue eyes he's got there.
Indeed.
Yeah, me. I think we found her. After all this time. Fire swim. I knew that she wasn't dead. His speech is jittery. You can hear the urgency in his voice. She survived the Dragonfall. Just as I've always said. I knew it, and I was right. Sorry, I'm just trying to save you a little bit.
I had the opportunity to finally use my French voice, and you didn't let me do it.
You know what? I'm a stand-in for this episode. Like, next episode, if we get more of this guy, you know, I'll let you do the voice. I promise. But I think it's best that I stand in at the moment, because your lungs are going to come up sooner or later.
I can handle it.
Don't worry, Okami, I can still see him. He's still alive, still moving around.
Okay.
We are not getting through the DVDs this round. You need to fucking rest yourself.
I can take it.
Don't be a fucking hero!
I can't help it, my lady.
And don't try to flatter me with milady. I'm gonna whip you if you don't do as I say.
Sorry to hear that, damsel.
The screen explodes into static, and the electronic whine in the background sharpens into a needle-like pulse of high-pitched sound. Somewhere in the background, Dante lets out a low whimper.
The screen clears, and the excited face is closer to the screen than it was before. The words spill out of him in a breathless tide.
Taking a team into the SOX to retrieve her. The radiation be damned. We will take appropriate precautions, of course, but we must go. Hear me. I think that the body may be nearby as well. Somehow she has survived for all of this time.
I will say you're doing a much better like voice acting job here than me, but I'm with Okami on this one. Rest, dude.
But like, there's no way I can pause this, and if we return here, then we'd be like lose a lot of dialogue. So we have to get through this.
Okay, fight through it. Get more tea and more water. Do you have any water near you?
Wait, let me get a sip from the tap real quick.
He's playing the hero, Okami. Like, we don't have a choice. But yeah, his French impression is very good and much better than my voice acting. But I have no idea. I'm not a very good voice actor. Like, first of all, and doing like a man's voice, I have no idea how to do that. But yeah, I basically just came on in the first place to do like the female voices for him, just for fun. So, oh, it seems like he's back. Did you get something to drink?
Yes.
Good.
Just put my mouth under the tab and.
Pour.
Alright. The screen explodes into static again, then clears. The figure flickers across the screen.
May not be back for some time. Look after Mom, okay? I worry about her. And Army, stay safe out there. I know that things are heating up in Berlin, and I know you. Student protests, civil uprising. You'll be in the middle of it, I'm sure. Just stay safe, alright? And I'll do my best to do the same. I don't know what's going to happen when I step into the SOX, but I do know one thing. If the fire ring is still a danger, I will put an end to her, once and for all.
The display goes black and the background wine fades away. A moment later, you find yourself deposited back at the menu screen.
Oh, Okami's worried about you.
I appreciate the sentiment, Okami, but I assure you I'm fine.
It's just he got a cold, like, and it really fucked up his voice, and then it got better, and then he went to the metal festival, and then it kind of roughed everything up a little bit again. But yeah, he's fine. Like, no fever or anything like that. It's just very dry throat and cough.
Exactly. Alright, let's play track 2. The screen goes black for a moment, then your figure appears on the screen. Your late client, Green Winters. His
Ooh.
elbow is planted on the table that he's seated at, and his chin rests on his palm. The other hand is wrapped around a bottle of cheap whiskey. The timestamp on the video reads 253:12:25.
Okami, you say so, dude.
If you say so, man.
Oh.
So it's like when you say like that's that one friend who is like, no man, I could take another drink. Well, if you say so, man.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry, Okami. Don't worry. Varren will be fine.
Don't worry, I'll be there. Well, Friday for me on the stream, no problem.
Yes, and also remember that we've been going like since 7, so we've been on Skype an hour more than you've actually seen us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright. Green Winters. Found the message Adrian left me all those years ago. Got it cleaned up as best I could. Strange hearing his voice again. He pauses to take a long pull on the bottle. It's good to hear him, even if he did insist on calling me Hermie. Dr. Adrian Vauclair, the hero of the people, the Dragon Slayer, my brother. He grimaces and rubs his eyes. Hard to believe it's almost been 20 years. Alright, so I'm gonna start recording these DVDs again. For me, for Adrian, for whoever might wind up watching them. Every time I do this, it winds up feeling like a waste of time, but I keep doing it anyway, on the off chance that I'll find something important. If I stumble into the clue that leads to me to my brother, I know that I'm going to want it on film. I've been doing this for almost 20 years now after all. No sense in quitting now. Christ, 20 years. All this time and still no leads. Even with all my contacts and my resources. He takes another long swallow of cheap liquor. even with my legendary bullheadness. I've made no progress at all. I haven't turned up a single goddamn thing. Want to hear something funny? The closest I've gotten to a clue was a rumor. Apparently a team emerged from the SOX a while back. Nobody's clear on the date, but, and get this, he leans into the camera and gives a conspiratorial wink. Supposedly, they vanished without a trace.
Varren really acting up here, getting up and close to my camera. It's almost scary. Also, just want to point out that Green Winters and the French guy were brothers, so would Green Winters not also have like a French accent, or does he mean brother in like friend kind of sense?
No, I think this is brother. So, do I know another French voice?
Or maybe he went into like maybe one was the mama's boy and the other one was the daddy's boy, so they picked up the different accents. You know, we're just gonna keep going with that
Exactly.
scenario. Yeah, I think we should.
He upends the bottle, drains it, slams it back down to the table. His eyes are rimmed with red. Not much of a rumor, considering I already know that you're gone, big brother. I live with that every day. Abruptly, Winters leans forward and reaches for something off-screen. The display goes black. Okay. Track 3. I'm just going to try and speed through these.
Good thing. Gonna try not to do too much talking.
Indeed.
Public talking. But that's interesting, so yeah.
Indeed. Almost got the fly.
Almost. Would you like to borrow my spider?
Well, I have a fly swatter over there, so I'll be going on a hunt real soon. Stumbled upon this archival footage of Feuerswinger's original attack. Months before the Dragonfall, easy to forget how devastating it was. Adrian saved a lot of people by bringing her down. I've got the footage all queued up to play, starting it now. Additional comments to follow. Slower the TV player shifts to a high-pitched whine. Distorted wearing image blooms into being on the screen, at times in the upper right corner of the screen, marker the date, July 6, 2012. Whoa. Got an entirely new game screen here.
I'm a little bit behind. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I say we pause it there. Like a good cliffhanger for next time, because we have no idea how long that's going to go, and it's past midnight.
Yes, and let me see if I still can't save though.
You still can't save.
No. Look, I think we're going to have to try.
Okay.
It's difficult to make out what you're seeing at first. The scene is dark and smoky, and the telltale flashes of emergency vehicle light flickers on the periphery of the screen. Camera pushes in, you can make out two figures standing in a ruined landscape. All at once, the sound cuts in. Again, for those of you just joining us, we are coming to you live from Stolberg. A few hours ago, the Dragon Feuerswing launched an unprovoked attack on this sleepy, harsh mountain town. As you can see, the rose halls behind me, fire, ashes and blood. We are joined tonight by a survivor of this latest and most horrifying attack. The reporter turns to face a pale man standing behind him. Sir, I understand you've been through a terrible ordeal. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us tonight. Camera switches focus to a middle-aged man. Yes, of course.
Also, to everyone else watching, it's just sorry this is going to go a bit fast and not going to be as entertaining, but we're not going to go as much, of course, but yeah, it's past midnight and Varren's voice is starting to go into a cough, so just beat through this right now.
Exactly. If you could, sir, could you please tell the people at home about your experience of the attack? It was horrible, just pure chaos. So many people are dead, people I knew, roasted alive, or trampled through death through trying to escape. My own house was burned to the ground during the attack. My family, we have nothing now. You all made it through the attack though? Your wife? Your kids? Yeah, we all made it, thank God. We rode out attack in a small shelter, me, my wife, and our 2 daughters. The shelter, it protected us, but the heat was just unbearable. We couldn't have stayed in there much longer than we did. How long were you holed up in there? 3, maybe 4 hours, I don't know, if you stayed inside until the heat died down and the screaming stopped. And what happened after that? When it was over, you know, when the air cooled down, we stepped outside. There was nothing left, just smoldering wreckages and this dense cloud of black oily smoke, and the stench in the air. God, that smell. It smelled like roasting meat. There's a long pause. From the torch along his face, you tell the man is struggling to decide whether or not to continue speaking. Eventually he does. My girls. They found what was left of their nanny outside. Her body, what was left of it, was slumped against the shelter door. I keep telling myself that I couldn't hear her pounding to get in, but that isn't true. I could. I just couldn't bring myself to open that door. I couldn't risk my family like that. Not for her, not for anyone. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to speak with us. Yeah. You heard it here, an absolutely chilling account of tonight's attack. Again, the town of Stolberg has been reduced to ash, another victim of the fire wing. Stay with us for more up to the minute reporting on the Firewing's reign of terror. And we're back to Green Winters. Okay, it's time for a new approach. Adrian's completely dead end. That much pretty clear by now. So I'm gonna do some digging on Firewing instead. Let's see where this goes. Okay, maybe we'll just skip to the end, because that was the most important disc. It said play me. So in order to save some time and to save my voice a little bit, we'll just go there and hope we can get through it then that way.
Yeah. That's so.
When you play, I'll survive. Don't worry.
I'm also getting tired, like I'm sitting here yawning.
I can see. It's cute.
Thank you. Like I cover half my face.
There is a blur of motion and haggard form of green whimpers lumbered to the frame. Suspicions confirmed. Schaefer's dead. Christ. Winters reaches a shaking hand off camera. A moment later it returns clutching a cheap plastic drinking glass. He gulps something down, wipes his mouth with the back of his hand and takes a deep breath.
He does look a bit rough in that picture compared to the others.
Exactly. I also think one of his glasses eyes might be broken.
Yeah, his hair looks like he haven't washed it for like several days.
Okay. Back up, slow down, start from the beginning. Winters closes his eyes and makes a visible effort to calm himself. When he speaks again, his voice is steady. Got the call from our contact in the Croix Bazaar. Schaefer killed on the estate run. Matrix security at the estate cooked her brain. Considering Schaefer's skill and experience, on-site IC must have been extreme, even by Berlin standards. Security of that kind costs money, real money. Given the evidence uncovered so far, corporate involvement unlikely. The connection to the Firewing is too strong. So, let's come right out and say it. The dragon is what we're dealing with here, and the smart money says that she's coming for me next.
So this is recorded probably shortly after we got back to the Croix Bazaar.
I think so. Well, I won't go down without a fight. I've still got my context, still got my connections, and the flux state can be a hell of a weapon for the man who knows how to manipulate it. Winter. Winter takes another long pull from his glass, grimaces and swallows. Time for me to make my play. Ghost stories or no, missing deckers or no, I've got to jack into the Matrix and start pulling strings. The countermeasures that I installed earlier should be more than enough to keep me safe for the 20 minutes I'll be in there. He drinks the rest of his glass. Schaefer's death was tragic. She was a staunch supporter of the F-state, but still, all things considered, fishes for something off-screen, better her than me. Ah, dang it, we still gotta go to track 4 and 5.
Should I read them? I can do that.
Alright. Here you go.
Okay. Again, I'm a few seconds behind, so just give me a moment.
Don't worry.
The DVD player ramps up to speed, filling the air with a shrill... Okay, I didn't...
Yeah, I just skipped through that.
Okay. Green Winters again. Well, that was a bust. Little progress on Firewing either. He shakes his head. I don't know, it's weird. The information is there. It's just wrong somehow. It's too well laid out, too simple. Real life is messy, and this feels just a little too neat. And click.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. He's still alive. He's moving. He's breathing.
I'm here.
That's not the only thing that's nagging at me. I'm getting that tingly feeling all up and down the back of my neck again. It feels like I'm being tracked. I'm no Matrix hotshot like Clockwork or Schaefer, but I'm good enough to know when someone's on my scent. Gotta install some new security measures. Can't be too careful.
And now the last track. Here is the first time he's all shriveled up and everything.
1 second, and I'll be there. Yep. Christ, I'm getting too close to something. There's a trail of bodies, and there have been disappearances. Gearbox, Martian, Peregrine. They've all disappeared within the past few years. Gearbox just went AWOL yesterday. And they were all making the same sorts of inquiries about the firewing that I've been. Sorry guys, I have a bit of delay on my end. Just nature of internet. There we go. There are ghost stories spreading around the Decker community. There are ghost stories spreading around the Decker community. Stories about Deckers disappearing and then showing up again later, but wrong somehow. Scary stuff, and I'm starting to think that it's true. Click. Have no idea what Varren is doing off screen. He's sort of turning away. Maybe he's joking off. I don't know.
No, I'm just looking at the Discord.
But I'm just bringing him back with a little click sound. Because he's the one controlling it, everything.
Exactly. This is Blitz. I can do him still.
Okay.
I know the stories he's talking about, Chief. Never really put much stock in him. Not until now.
Yeah, he still looks like Captain Boomerang. Back to Green Winters. Could these rumors be related to what's happening here? Am I being paranoid? He pauses for a moment, as if seriously considering the question. Then he shakes his head and slams his fist on the table. No, I don't think so. Something big is happening here, and I'm right in the middle of it.
And now is he apart for Iger?
I'm gonna try and keep her short.
Well, it is short.
Okay. Iger cuts in. That's a bit of a leap. Just saying, you know, just a tiny bit of a leap. Again, I kept it short.
Yes.
One other thing. Tolstoy told me a story about a kill team that might be related to all of this. Apparently, a Degger named Hellebore posted a theory about Feuerswinger to the Shadowrun BBS about 5 years ago. About an hour later, a mil-spec team showed up in meat space and cooked her entire apartment, with her in it. Ugh. That's not nice.
Very gruesome.
The delay is getting worse on my end.
Oh dear.
Oh, there we go. If what Tolstoy told me was true, Hellebore live posted the event. She described her killer, this great big orc with skin grafts. Then the whole threat disappeared, gone without a trace. We met that orc. That was the hideous one.
Indeed.
I think even Glory was shouting like insults at him, like, yeah, and he was going back and forth in the episode, if I remember correctly.
Leap Igerlef. Sounds like he's on the right track to me. Iger holds her silence.
Good thing. Is your voice a little bit better now?
Yes,
that you have
I think so.
Okay.
I'll continue. That'll be a little bit faster. I'm just gonna head and see it. This has gotta be Feuerswing. All of it. Agent was right about her. She's still alive, and she's out of the SOS. She's covering her tracks, working the shadows, preparing to rise again. and it means that I have to find you, Adrian, for everyone's sake. Thankfully, I've got a lead. For the first time in 2 decades, I've got a solid goddamn lead. I've backtracked all of the Matrix notes that Halabor was looking into back before she got cooked. Whoever's been purging the Matrix didn't think about that, and I found that she turned up. Winters tapped a few keys on his keyboard, an image expands to fill the screen of his monitor. A set of map coordinates. So now I've got a target, a place to start digging, the Harfold Manor, conveniently located on an isolated stretch of countryside, miles away from prying eyes. Matrix records indicate that some sort of data vault exists beneath the state, so that's what I need to get into. It all comes back around to our first mission.
Yep. And he lied to Monica, it wasn't just a milk run.
Indeed.
There's a lot more. And this is where we came in. And Iga, would you stop playing with the clitoris? But there might be porn on there at the end. Who knows? Maybe you taped over something and we'll get to see something at the end. I'm just gonna give up. Just gonna give up.
I think I'm gonna tap Schaefer for this job. She's got the skills to bypass whatever security they're running out there, and she's gullible enough to take the job in the first place. I'll feed her some line about flux state security, and she'll eat it up with a spoon. Amsel here.
You should have told her some truth. You should have told her the truth. You mean person.
Alright, Amsel. I warned her. I warned her. Winters again. Time to put plans into motion. By this time tomorrow night I should have the information I need. And the off chance that Schaefer gets taken out, well, they'll tell me something too. Can't make an omelette and all of that. Until then. Okay, eject the DVD. As your finger nears the eject button, a black screen cuts in over static. A moment later, Green Winter's haggard face appears. If you're watching this, then I guess they caught up to me. They will be after you too now. Blitz whispers into your ear again, more harshly this time. Who the hell is this? Why didn't you warn me about this before I came here?
'Cause we didn't know.
We didn't know, not exactly. Not exactly. I didn't come here to get hunted by a dragon. I'm not even part of this.
Well, you're part of it now, so sorry.
You have no idea how true that next line is for you now.
Oh? Oh no, is it Iga or Gloria? Oh, it's Gloria. You are now, whether you like it or not, so quiet down and stop bothering him. And Iga put it away from... I give up. I just give up. I just give up.
Whoever you are, wherever you think you're after, you need to find Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Not because he's my brother, because if Fire Swing has risen again, he's the only one who can stop her. You've seen what happens to people who get too close to this. I'm dead, and dozens of others have died. You'll be next, unless you can find Adrian. Alright, DVD comes out of the tray. And we can finally stop.
Ah.
Alright.
It was a long one tonight.
Indeed.
Almost 4.5 hours.
Indeed. Well, we didn't go as late as the first one.
No, we didn't.
But that was also because we started late.
Yeah. I think we
Alright.
slept like 1 or 2 in the morning like the first one.
Indeed. Alright, but this Shadowrun adventure will continue on next Monday, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
We'll see you then. Also, if you're available, Moth.
I probably am. And
Very-
it's my birthday that day, so it could be fun.
Very
Having a
good.
bit of
Very nice to
birthday.
hear. But until then, I hope everyone had a good time watching and listening to us. And I bid you all a good day and good night.